don't really want the rough logs. Unfortunately, we're probably going to want to peace out, go elsewhere. Because it looks like this area is still kind of over-farmed. Or at least well-traveled. If I can maybe go on the north side of this area or something. Just somewhere where there's not going to be a whole lot of people. And there's a whole bunch of frogs that I can murder. That's kind of what I want. I guess we can actually gather some cotton while we're here. I will need it for some things. Just that's gonna take some time and effort. I'm also not noticing a whole lot of chestnut, but maybe that's just me. There are those like little wood elemental critters, but they're not skinnable. That's just for lumberjacking. Saying lumberjacking makes me feel weird. Gonna be honest. Yeah, there's these like weird lizards that I want to kill. Maybe part of it is this area has this big dumb fort in the center, so all of the farming areas are kind of centered elsewhere. Yeah, I probably went the wrong way here. Yeah, we want to be on the north side of this map. I'll just keep grabbing birch logs, because, like I said, gonna need them. And we'll get there. Oh, is that it? No, that's a snake. I don't think that's actually like an aggressive enemy here. It also says I have some mail. Oh, I see. Sell order. Okay. And what's this? Oh. That's cool. I will have to contact him. I don't know if he's on right now. Last seen like a day and a half ago. Okay, cool. Yeah, I absolutely would not mind people throwing stuff at me so I can have an easier experience. Okay, I should probably get off this so I can fight these guys. Oh, these guys hurt. F to run away, F to pay respects, F to check out, because I'm not prepared for this. Okay, good. They have left me alone. So, turns out taking out a whole boatload of skeletons is a decidedly bad and scary and painful move. I mean, honestly, I think the act of running away was the most harmful there. We should probably heal up just in case I take on anything else. Oh, boy. Well, I will see if I can bug him about that. I don't know, I feel a little bit guilty for, like, accepting free handouts from people. I don't want this to be one of those where, like, people kind of incentivize. Oh, I can't get the flax, cool. I don't want people to, like, incentivize this series for me, or, like, I don't want to be just asking for handouts. I always hated those people that would, like, message you and be like, hi, can I have X? It's like, no, don't, just do the work yourself. Make the thing. It's so much more rewarding that way. That's actually really hard for me to, like, work with in my head. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just like, on one hand, I'm, like, all about, like, hard work and effort. On the other hand, like, this is actually one of those games where I don't want to put forth the hard work and effort. Ooh. That's a bunch of chestnut logs. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, and it's one of those, like, weird lizard things that I want to try killing. Looks like I can get medium hide from this sucker. It's a monitor lizard. Oh. Looks like the monitor lizard might be outside of my, wheelhouse right now. That sucks. Yeah, need a journeyman skidding knife or better. Okay, so I have to go for the giant toads. Well, that's acceptable. I don't know. I still think this game might be a little bit restrictive on the what you can and can't do. I still prefer games where it's just like, oh, you defeated a dragon. Congrats. Oh, you have, like, shit mining tools. Okay, so you can still skin it, you're just going to get garbage. I actually rather like how World of Warcraft did it, where if you didn't have the skill for it, you'd still be able to harvest it, but you get, like, effectively kind of garbage. I thought that was actually a rather decent system. Are those snakes? Oh, those snakes are considered T2. Okay. Gonna just pull one of these frogs. I wouldn't mind going after one of the dryads, but I get the feeling the dryads are no, they're a T3. I might as well help this guy a little bit. Even though he probably doesn't need any help. I'm hoping that, okay. No, that's flax. Oh, he harvests faster than I do. Okay. Good to know. But yeah, it looks like there's at least a decent amount of frogs in this general area. There's that chestnut over there. Oh, frog. Yeah, it's probably faster that I just go back to the mini dungeon. I just wanted to kind of double up for once. And also, I really just don't want to have to rerun that dungeon every single episode. And I probably will. I mean, once we get up to Adept Reaver, it won't be so bad. I might even be able to queue up for some of them. Like, I might actually be able to queue up for some of these dungeons without using the LFG. That would be really nice, because I don't want to actively have to search for a party every single time I want to run one of these. Because ideally, it would actually be kind of nice to run them multiple times. Okay, yeah, so the snakes are actually like a killable enemy. They're not exactly just a trash mob. That's nice. I was worried about that for a bit. But yeah, let's see if I can keep going to find like a frog spot. I was reading advice. People are like, you know, want to know why you can't find any crafting components is because you're in the non-PvP zones. And I'm just like, what? Oh, that was rough logs. I thought there was a chestnut tree for a second. There is one over on the right. Getting on the donkey is so slow. Okay, there we go. Oh, I found a fan. Let's see. How do I speak in general? Shoot. Oh, global? Global. No, it's probably local. What is local? /L. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, it's /say. That's cool. I've never actually had this experience before. I joined because I saw your video. Okay, I'm gonna... Shoot. I'm gonna see if I can pare down some of these logs. Can I? Oh, he's just gonna give me stuff. Oh. Well, that's a benefit. Here. I'm gonna... Did I just send him a friend invite? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know what to do about these things. But yeah, shout out to Jeebus Christ for being a cool dude and the first person to find me in game. I seriously appreciate that. And the what was that? 10 gold. Nice. Of course, it's going to take me forever to get more than that. But that's okay. I mean, honestly, it's I can't actually put this into words very well, because for years, I've been doing this for years, and I have never actually been recognized in the wild, in a video game or otherwise, for what I do, ever. And to be fair, I'm fairly small time. Like, yeah, I've got 127,000 subscribers at this point. Holy crap. Sorry, that bit's still a bit surreal to me. But, you know, I've been doing this for so long and playing a lot of games online, actually. And I've never actually had somebody just totally random come up to me and be like, hey, it's Wanderbot. Like, I've had a couple of people, like, find me when I'm streaming and stuff like that, but that doesn't count. This has been a series that I've never actually streamed. I've never gotten around to it just because I wasn't really sure how people would react. And honestly, for the most part, it's just kind of my nice waking up game. You know, oh, whoops, rough logs. I'll probably just trash those because I don't think I get anything nice from them. But, you know, this is a series that I specifically run more or less immediately after I wake up, just to relax, have a little bit of fun, not think about much, because it doesn't take too much, it doesn't take too much effort to play this game, at least not right now. I'm sure maybe running some of the dungeons, specifically would count, but, like, I don't know, I guess I just appreciate somebody actually finding me, and I don't... Sorry. This is a moment that you probably wouldn't get unless you're, like, a public person. I'm sure eventually it'll get to the point where it's actually, like, a cumbersome problem. Like, it is already kind of a problem where people are, like, adding me on Steam and stuff like that and trying to, like, get in groups with me when I'm doing a recording. But, like, this is one of those games where that's never going to be a problem because I don't need to care. There's... nobody else around for me to play with. Okay, so we got snakes, we got monitor lizards, we got stuff like that. Yeah, I'd ideally like to actually level up most of my my gathering skills, at least to some degree here. No, I'm pressing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, bad habits. But I'd like to get at least my skinning, my lumberjacking, and my mining up. And maybe stone, because I think I'm going to have to mine a bunch of stone. Oh. But I'd like to get those levels up so I can actually, so I can actually go out and adventuring in the world and get some stuff. I always hate it when I'm, like, fighting an enemy and then it's just like... resources depleted, what? What about the thing I just killed? Did it not drop a thing? Huh. Apparently the tree spirit doesn't count. I guess the one thing I could do is actually just go kill, monitor lizards regardless of the fact that I can't skin them. Could work, too. Don't know if I'm gonna do that, though. Okay, I'm gonna turn off global chat. And looking for group. This should be better. I don't care about global chat. I think global chat is dumb. Is that guy attacking a treasure chest? So he is. There's something that's confusing. But yeah, it looks like this area is a fair bit quieter than the other way. Mainly because this doesn't look like it's a main road between locations. Fortunately, it also does not look like there's a whole lot of enemies in the area. Damn it. I'm on the hunt. I went frog hunting. And I'm still frog hunting. There's got to be a spot with a bunch of frogs somewhere around here, because I don't care about the lizards. Oh, this might be kind of the T4 spot, though. I guess the other thing I could do is actually go down an area. Not sure if I want to do that. A lot of people. Either that or I just run Reaver and go with that. I don't know. Hard to say. But yeah, it looks like it's just nothing but monitor lizard corpses the whole way down. Which, like I said, I could kill them. I don't wanna. Okay, here's some frogs. Unfortunately, there's a fair number of people. I'm gonna try killing this cursed brittle skeleton. Because I can kill the skeletons. Do they drop silver? Not much, though. Does look like this spot's got some frogs, though. It's just also got people. I don't know, I still wish there was, like, a way that I could select, like, less populated zones just because I am such an antisocial player. Oh, those tree spirits give you flax. I got it. That makes sense. I hadn't even thought about that. Because I was trying to mine them for wood, but no, the tree spirit gives you cotton. Or flax and whatnot. That makes way more sense. Yeah, so let's... do we go to Gwan Gorge? No, we'd probably go back to Thetford, just drop off what I got. And try again on the whole frog thing. Either that or we just start competing with people here. I just don't want to do that. Sounds boring. Because, yeah, some of these people have found the farming locations for frogs. And the spawn rates are so low that I'm just going to be sitting here competing with people for kills. Forever. It boggles the mind a little bit that there aren't a whole lot of frogs here. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll just haunt this zone. Because it looks like there is kind of a decent amount of resources in the immediate area that I can go for. Because, yeah, I can go for the birch trees and the cotton while we wait. It's not exactly the most interesting of content, but if it means actually killing some frogs here, then that's fine for me. Because, yeah, how many frogs do I have to kill? Ugh, tons. Respawn rates. Why are you a problem? Somebody had mentioned this reminds them of Wakfu. You're not wrong about that. Actually, it does have kind of that like Wakfu, like here's a zone where a bunch of enemies are gonna spawn. Which is actually kind of neat, except for in Walkthrough, you could like actively like increase the amount that would spawn in your immediate area, which I thought was kind of a nice effect. Oh jeez, we are going to be mining forever. It's going to be so much easier just getting up my combat, because like I'm down for grinding for raw resources. Well, I guess we're not necessarily this is a fairly efficient spot. I'm not able to work on what I want to work on, you know, specifically. Because I want to work on birch trees and toads, but by the time I've exhausted one of the several resources that I've immediately available, I can move on to the next. The toads still have the lowest spawn rate, though. Which is kind of butts. Yeah, because I'd prefer to be able to find like a whole mob of toads, cut through them, skin them, and move on. Wonder if you could be a plate-wearing archer or mage in this game. Probably not. I bet there are very specific reasons why you wanna have cloth wizard and leather archer and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess I always like the idea of the tank wizard. Apparently you can do it in Dungeons and Dragons now, which I think is absolutely awesome. Because all you have to do is get the right feats for it. There's no arcane spell failure, which is such a nice little, like, benefit. Yeah, we're getting about 50 per. So, I mean, honestly, what is it? 10 more frogs, and we get Adept Reaver at the very least, and we can go run a dungeon. See if that suits our fancy. And I mean, eventually I will actually have higher tier crafting tools, so I can just kind of go off and do whatever I want. That's kind of the thing. Like, this game feels like one of those that once you've maxed out your paths, the actual, like, well, the actual grind probably continues, but you don't have to, like, lock yourself in the way that you used to, which is nice. I'm not entirely sure why you'd ever have multiple characters in this game, though. As far as I can tell, there's, like, zero benefit to making multiple. Especially because I don't think premium even... Like, I don't think premium carries over. Which is a bit of a darn shame. I'm a little bit worried people are going to just start rolling into my turf here. They keep kind of getting close, and I'm leery of that. Yeah, this is actually a little bit more efficient than I thought, because we're getting cloth, we're getting logs, and we're getting toads. Unfortunately, they're not... because I'm over-farming them, they're coming back with limited resources. I wonder if this game would feel better if it didn't have the over-exploitation thing. Actually, yeah. So, I get why there's the limitation on, like, over-exploited resources and whatnot. Okay, I need a better sickle for that. I do, because, like, you don't want one person doing effectively what I'm doing right now. It's boring content, and it's not really how the MMO should be played. You should be, like, running around looking for resources. But since we're at the very, very beginning of this game, and you know, it's so swamped with people that are, you know, still trying to get just their basics up, every resource is going to be overexploited unless it's, like, in a really remote location and stuff like that. Which is, you know, fine. But, it means that, like, this starting week is extra rough for everybody because nobody's gonna get any resources. I guess it's good for my combat stats, sort of, and just a couple other things. I really wish, well, I guess I could get rid of system notifications. I'm gonna get rid of system notifications, they're dumb. Usually I keep system notifications on. What are the other settings that I've got? Show channels. Yeah. Oh, this is okay. Well, I guess I'm getting what I wanted. Grinding. No, I don't know. I do actually rather enjoy playing a game that takes kind of no thought. I'm assuming at some point it will actually become more complicated. Especially if I go into any of the PvP zones, that's going to be a much more active experience. But I guess for me right now, it's just nice to play a game that I don't have to try in. All I have to do is just be like, hey, let's go, like, chop trees, gather cotton, kill frogs, rinse, repeat, ad infinitum. I will have to go for a more, probably focused thing eventually. But, I mean, considering we are getting some amount of fame from it, not so bad. It's limited fame. It would be nicer if I could find a spot with a ton of chestnut trees and whatnot, which actually would almost imply, it being a better idea for me to, it might be a better idea for me to go up to, like, a T4 area and find this loop with T3 stuff. The only problem is the frog is the T3. Well, we're actually getting pretty full on resources here, now that I'm looking at it. So let's just kill our last couple frogs, get up to Journeyman Reaver, and then I'll go on to then I'll go back to town, and we'll go try out that that other adventure. And yeah, I'm probably just gonna sell all the cotton. I'll probably refine the cotton down at the very least. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I'm gonna hop on my horse. Bring the horse up north a little bit. There we go. Now we have access to this birch tree. As long as the frog doesn't escape. There's gotta be some, like, very interesting meta strategies on, like, the most efficient way to farm a zone. Does that person have, like, a weird dual glaive thing? Okay, so there are some more interesting weapons that you can get later. Cool. Okay, so we are officially overloaded. Well, I picked up all these rough logs that we seriously don't need. And the rough hide. You get rid of that. I'm still overloaded. Huh. Well, I want Journeyman Reaver. It's like the reason why I came out here. Because I didn't want to just have to redo that dungeon for a third time. Immediately. I'll have to do it. Because apparently they don't feel like, Okay, let's actually do the other thing. I'm gonna go kill some monitor lizards. If my inventory is gonna be overloaded at this point, it'd probably be better that I just go fight a couple of hard things. And get the, EXP I need. Of course, there's no guarantee I'm going to find a single monitor lizard this entire way through. Well, it happens. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have actually left my pickaxe and my hammer behind. That would have been smart. I'm just going to try going for this fort thing up ahead. Maybe there's more enemies along the way there. Maybe there's not, I don't know. And there's a little dead frog. There's a lot of frogs. A couple of monitor lizards, I don't know. It looks like maybe if I go into this fort, we'll have some enemies I can fight. Admittedly, I'm going to be really slow, so if I end up getting killed, we're in trouble. Don't want to get rid of anything either. Okay, this looks like an entrance. That encumbrance is, substantial. Okay, so we've got some kind of weird skeleton mage dude. Problem is, without my donkey, I'm even slower. I think. But yeah, this cursed deathmonger should have what I'm looking for. Dude hurts, though, but I got my own self heals. I can fight a cursed deathmonger and it won't be a problem. I'm just going to be taking some extra damage because I'm... Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Huh. Actually, looks like they give a decent amount of silver, so it might not be a bad idea to come back and farm them. But another day, another time. Right now, we're going to go back, and we're going to go run that higher tier dungeon, if we can. Oh. Or we're going to kill this cursed archer. Okay, there's my silver. It does look like they actually give a decent amount of silver for killing these guys, but I can't imagine farming trash mobs like this is more efficient than running a dungeon. If the trash mobs were the kind that actually gave like a raw resource, still be less efficient for like one thing, but it would at least give what we need. Expert Reaver, oof. 78,000 fame for the next level. So it just goes up by a factor of 10. Oh, either way, we're up to T4 Reaver, so I can run T4 dungeons, and we can probably... I mean, one thing I could do is potentially actually just buy T4 gear. I'll have to see if I can even equip it, but chances are the price for everything is just going to be driven down so hard by the people farming that everything is going to have minimal worth. Maybe not like minimal worth. At some point we're going to hit some kind of weird happy medium between everything, but I don't know when and where that's going to happen. Oh boy. Well, that's going to be a bit of a grind, but that's okay. Yeah, so let's go back to town. Let's go drop everything off. I need a bigger backpack. I need a lot of things. But yeah, I think after this, I'm probably just going to start going for higher tier zones. Even though I'm not going to be able to gather a lot of the resources, it will probably mean that the stuff that I want to gather will be more common. Which is like a huge plus. Because as it stands, chestnut trees are fairly rare and overexploited in this zone. But maybe if I go up to like a T4, T5, T6 zone, then... Well, I guess this is a T4 zone, isn't it? Was it T5? T4, I think. I don't remember. But yay, we're back to Thetford. And we can go clear our slow inventory. And then I think I'll check the market just in case they have something I can buy. Because I don't think I can make anything right now. I probably could. But it's not in the way that I need. Okay, so there's a repair station here. I'm so glad the repair stations cannot be player owned. Pricey. Oh, where's my donkey? Was my donkey hiding in somebody else's horse? Okay, so the market is this guy. Okay, let's try accessories, armor, gathering gear, melee. There we go. Tier 4. So I can't use it yet. So there's battle axes, dagger repairs. Yeah, so it actually looks like it gets a fair bit more interesting the further we go. Why couldn't I use a journeyman's spear? I have no idea. So if I just check... Okay, we don't want scraps of hide. Let's just do birch. 4 each. I wonder if it's easier to sell weapons. Honestly, I'm probably just going to hoard all my stuff and just deal with it. Okay, so let's do an individual expedition. And actually, maybe... Oh, hi. This one looks maybe shorter, maybe bigger, maybe more interesting. Tread carefully. This ground is soft and treacherous in this place. If that wasn't enough, the area is rife with the living dead. Something or someone is driving them on. The Hand wants you to stop this undead threat so the King's colonies in Albion may prosper. Okay. Well, first things first, I'm going to check something. how do we get, like, spear mastery? Because that's journeyman warrior. Or are spears and stuff actually a, Oh, that's interesting. So if I want to use a spear... Or daggers... Or quarterstaffs... Or torches... That's a, that's actually an archer, hunter thing. That's neat. I'll have to look into that later. I assume maybe at some point I can just have, like, a group to roll with. May make it easier. Okay, so we got to kill 40 cursed skeletons. And, some deathmongers. Well, we've already fought a deathmonger, so we kind of know what they're about. I might actually prefer this mission to the mines. Like, I think... Actually, just baseline, it's probably better to just rerun this consistently as opposed to the other one. Oh, it feels so much nicer being able to just, like, move. Because, yeah, already the rewards are so much, like, more markedly beneficial. What's the fame bonus for killing one of these guys? 65 fame. Not bad. I can definitely see what the developer in that AMA I was reading had meant. Like, you don't need premium content, but the game baseline kind of makes you feel like maybe you should have it. Which I guess is kind of a good business plan. Or at least it's how they'll make money. Still feels a little dirty for me. I feel like I really would have preferred it if this game had had a really robust cosmetic shop. Because I'm a huge sucker for cosmetics. If you have, like, a really robust, interesting cosmetic shop with, like, cool stuff in it, I will actually, like, throw money at it. I've thrown a decent amount of money at, like, Warframe and a couple other games because I don't feel like I was required to do so at all. I guess I don't like feeling like I don't like feeling compelled to do a thing. Yeah, there's this whole claim your rewards thing. But I wonder if they'd actually, like, screwed it up for the press copies and they were meant to give us some kind of reward, but they didn't build it right. I don't know. But yeah, I feel obligated to buy premium. I don't feel obligated to buy cosmetics, which is why I'm so much more likely to buy cosmetics. Also, like, it's fun to get, like, cosmetic stuff. Because, like, I like doing these series and, you know, looking different, standing out a little bit because, like, I've got, like, a dumb hat on, or a suit of armor, or any number of things. Like, that feels so much more compelling to me, than, like, buy premium so you can grind faster. Which, I guess, helps, too. Like, if you're planning on playing a game for, like, a whole month, you could get the boosters, do stuff like that. Just feels dirty to me, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be able to put this into words better than I already have, and I don't think I did it particularly well. But, whatever.